The former chief of the consumer watchdog has lashed out at the insurance industry, saying it's uncompetitive and leaves consumers in the dark about how premiums are calculated. Professor Alan Fells is calling for greater transparency so consumers can easily compare different companies and get a better deal. Here's Consumer Affairs reporter Amy Bainbridge.
Melbourne homeowner Andrew Moat is all too familiar with the process of trying to find an insurance policy.
Even for somebody like me who, has a fair tolerance for these things, it can be hours, and it gets to a point where you just say enough. It's just very time consuming.
After spending hours on the phone and then trying to work out which premium covered what, Andrew Moat was still in the dark about how his risk was being calculated. He eventually sought help from an insurance broker.
It would be nice to know, just so that way, if every insurance provider is giving you the same information, you can go back to them, or in the case where I'm with a broker, I can say, hey, why is one company insuring me on the basis of being a high risk, whereas another one is saying I'm a low risk? Can you just go back and ask the question for me?
On average, metropolitan home insurance premiums have gone up 20% over the past 2 years. A new report recommends making it easier for consumers to work out the best deal for themselves. Alan Fells says consumers are being deliberately kept in the dark about what they're being charged for risk factors such as flood, fire or burglaries.
Well, I believe, just as a very conservative estimate, that you would probably get a 10% reduction across the board in insurance prices if they just started giving more information.
Professor Fells says there's a culture of not informing consumers about what they're being charged and why.
There are very big differences. We've found with identical houses that there'll be differences of 50 or 60% between a range of insurers, and you need the information to be able to shop around.
The report suggests an industry standard to lay out the formula of quotes to consumers and a comparison website run by the government or the consumer movement. The Insurance Council of Australia has told the ABC the key issues raised in this report are currently being examined by the Financial Systems Inquiry. The council says insurance is also being looked at by a range of other government reviews, such as the Competition Review and the Productivity Commission's review of natural disaster funding arrangements. Amy Bainbridge, ABC News.